9/11, my friends, 9/11. That's the best comparison I can make to this channel, this podcast. 9/11, just because, I mean, look at what happened. 13 heroes died on that day. And I think it's a tragedy, even however many years it's been since that tragic occurrence. My goodness. We're starting off strong. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the PigCast. We're here. We're queer.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
On what I would say fairly hot, 77 degrees. Now I was used to 69 degrees. Now it's 77. I know because I came from the outside. Believe it or not, I do magic tricks for a living, but I still go outside on a fairly frequent basis, and it was hotter than normal. It wasn't definitely the nice, cheery, cold breeze we had coming in for a little while, but alas, that's part and parcel of living in America's penis, aka South Florida or Miami, which I hate. I hate because Miami has a reputation now where it's like where the influencers live, and it's this whole rigmarole, but then they live in the...
In that, it was done.
Apparently somebody joined my Patreon. I hope if you're watching, you listen to me say, welcome to the PigCake Magic Academy. But apart from that, they live by the beach, which isn't really Miami. You're not living in Miami. Miami's where I'm at. The hood, the vibe here, Little Havana. That's kind of where you're at. That's where you need to be. But we have a wide array of topics that we're going to go through today. Not limited to all gender bathrooms. And you might be for those, but you're going to see that you're going to be in disagreement with this person's take on that. Even if you happen to be someone that believes in these sort of bathrooms, which I've never been opposed to, by the way. I don't understand how it's an issue, but apparently now they've been labeled as gender neutral or whatever. I've seen these in bars for 10 years, essentially, that you have a bathroom that's available to everyone. And the thing that I've realized is that girls are disgusting. Girls are grosser than dudes, because whereas dudes, what they'll do is that they'll just leave a shit on the toilet, which is awful. Girls would leave like pads with blood in the visible from the fucking trash can. Ew, gosh, and turds. So we'll get into that. Also, IBS. Speaking of turds, AI, and how it fooled me. AI fooled me. Also, yesterday, I mentioned this Blackpool video from this chick that went to Blackpool to fuck with magicians. And I left a comment and she responded. So I guess I want to talk about that. Also, the police, of course, Taylor Swift, and cocaine. Cocaine is also going to be something we're going to talk about. Coke. Let's see what the comments say. If genitals don't define gender, why does cutting them affirm it? Somebody follows certain TikTok accounts by former Trump representatives here, or maybe you're familiar with alternative right memes. I don't know if I feel comfortable watching the color of your cup. Well, this is yeah, it does look like shit. I put some creamer. It's coffee and rum. So this is creamer, coffee, and rum. But I didn't do it the way I usually do it, which is mixing it copiously. I did it in a hurry because I didn't want to be late for my podcast. Imagine that, Manel. Hungry says, Piggy simping over the Blackpool girl so hard. Anna D is old news. Well, now that I find out that she's closer to 30, yeah, I'm simping over that girl because you're making fun of magicians. Whereas Anna D is affirming all these magic beliefs. Although I did see a video of Anna D the other day doing what had to be the worst routine I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. But she did look kind of tired. So maybe it was something that they said, hey, let's record you doing this trick. But boy, I saved it. Because it was pretty bad. But alas, my future wife, I can't really judge my future wife that much. What else here? Manel also says, it's also a plus to remind you to be better. I guess you're talking about that heart. Satchel says, is it beneficial to tap on a YouTube heart? No, it's that's a design choice by YouTube, thinking that, wow, we're really going to show the creators that their audience loves them by making a feature where you could like it. You could like it and they see the hearts. Whoa, yeah, fuck yeah, they're going to love that. I fucking hate YouTube. But I guess we'll start with this one. Coke, speaking of, might as well get right into Coke. Now, I've never done cocaine. It's weird to be a person that lives in Miami and you've never done coke. I'm not interested in coke. I'm not interested in marijuana. I think liquor is enough. I think caffeine, nicotine. You really can't go wrong with liquor, caffeine, and nicotine. You're good, essentially. So why add more to it? Why add coke? Why add pills? Why add all these other things that are just going to ruin your existence? Coke in a long term, at least nicotine and caffeine you could do in regulation and moderation. Coke is really one of those drugs that once you do, from my understanding, from all the friends that I have that have done it, it's you do it and now you feel unstoppable. You feel unstoppable. You feel like nothing could stop you in the world, that your conversation or your grade, you're on it. And that's addicting. I don't want that. Now, I would never be opposed to selling coke, hypothetically. I would never be opposed to selling coke. What's this? I want somebody to explain what this is to me here. This is a video, crime related, and Good Samaritans find 146 pounds of packaged cocaine.
And look at some Good Samaritans found in the Florida Keys. Officials say packages with 146 pounds of cocaine washed up over the weekend. They turned it over to Border Patrol, and the drugs have an estimated street value of $2.3 million.
Now, granted, I wouldn't take the whole load, right? I wouldn't take the whole load, but I wouldn't also give it to the narcs. I wouldn't give it to the cops. What the fuck? Why? You're sitting on pure profit. You're sitting on pure profit. You don't need to have an investment to buy the brick of coke. You just have free coke. Why not? Take a brick, maybe take 2 bricks, and then just leave the rest. And now you have 2 bricks of coke that you could sell on the street and make some money, hypothetically. And it's free. And you're making profit. Think like an entrepreneur. Don't be a narc. The only reason that it's policed is because it's not taxed. You think they care about your health? You think the government cares about your well-being? No, they don't care about your well-being. All they care about is this right here. And the only problem is that cocaine is not taxed. That's the only reason why it's classified as what it is, and why they get so aggressively on it. Same thing with marijuana. Even though marijuana has been reduced to essentially a misdemeanor in most places, they still they still go after you if you sell illegal marijuana because it's taxed. Because they want to tax it. They want to take that money from you. That's the only reason why anybody cares. So why on God's green earth would you give up an opportunity like that? Why would you give up an opportunity like that if you're given a gift from God, which is a brick of coke? Now, here's the thing. The best thing is if you don't do coke. Imagine if you don't do coke. You're not even tempted to try it. So it's just going to be all profit. You're not even going to use it yourself. You're just going to use it for its intended purpose, which is selling it to retarded tourists. I'll never forget. I was in a bathroom with a friend of mine at a beach, and he sold a bump of coke, a single bump of cocaine to a British tourist for $25. $25 he made, and he paid for my drink there because he sold it within a microsecond. Hey man, you want coke? Yeah, sure. Here, take a bump. $25. Sure. $25. There you go. For a bump, a single bump of coke. God, what a retard. So I don't know. I look at that and I think entrepreneur. I think, whoa, that is a good opportunity. I might be retarded because obviously it deals with federal crime and felony charges, but you wouldn't know. Nobody would know. Nobody would know. There'd be signs, though. There would be signs. If I am a dealer, if I've sold a lot of cocaine that I've gotten for free, you would definitely see it around me. You'd see a rollie. That'd be your first sign instead of a fucking dual date. Shitty knockoff Casio, there would be signs. So you would know. I'm letting you know right off the bat that it would be very easy for you to figure out as somebody who's seen me throughout the years here. Grass-fed Gary says, the only bricks I'm interested are the missing piece bricks. That's right, the missing piece deck. Available in brick form. You could buy them in brick form. We're sending them out from my understanding. Daniel, I think Satchel, you had a question about it. Daniel should be fulfilling most of those orders today. Those one from Australia that we figured out today as well. And we're going to be doing that one and sending all the ones that people ordered these puppies. So those should be out today as far as being packaged and all that fun stuff. So you're right, Grass-fed Gary. Nicholas says, literally, you go to prison for life and have cellmates with Fleece Johnson, a.k.a. the Booty Warrior. You're right. That could be a problem, but life's a gamble. Life's a gamble. I'm in class and can't hear crap, probably because I forgot my earpiece. Well, you should invest in these glasses that I got. Those Ray-Ban glasses that you could listen to things and you don't even have your ears taken up. Could you imagine? You don't have to have anything in your ears. And you could just be listening to whatever the fuck you want. Manel says, with a brick of Coke, you would no longer read the comment section. That would be the other sign. That would be the other sign, is that I'd be just dismissive. And you would see my subscriber count quadruple. And it would all be Arabic accounts. It would all be Indian and Arabic accounts because I clearly would have bought accounts at that point. Hold up. Somebody said, I agree, Corn. What did Corn say? I want to see what Corn said. I got to scroll up all the way to see what Corn said. Come on, Corn. Am I in live chat? I better be. Did Corn delete his comment? Where the fuck is he? You said, Slatzer said, I agree, Corn. Oh, Vaginis. All right, I'm retarded. I might actually be retarded. Let's go up here. You're sitting in life in prison, pounded in the ass prison, I guess in reference to my idea of Coke, selling Coke. The only time I ever did Coke was at a motel party, and people ended up boxing with oven gloves, and my buddy got his laptop stolen. That sounds precisely what would happen if you did Coke at a motel party. I have a question, by the way, and I'm going to pose this to you guys. Now, I've gotten into knife sharpening recently. I've gotten into knife sharpening, and I want to know more. I want to know more about it. I need help. So this is the pull-through ones that people say do not use because they shave off essentially bits of the knife, right? So you have a carbide end and a ceramic end. And this one also has a diamond one for serrated. This is another one that I've seen. This one right here where you're essentially just rubbing it like that and that sharpens a knife. And then this one is a husky that I got. That's diamond and it's two-sided. One has 400 grit and the other one has 600 grit. Now, from my understanding, this would be the most effective, right? Any sort of stone and I also have a leather belt to strap it with. So what I need help with this. I sharpen knives, and don't get me wrong, the knives are sharp, but it's not as sharp as I would like it to be. Like, yes, this cuts, right, pretty well. Like, you see that, right? That's pretty effective. And I used, I forgot what I used on this one. But I have another knife. That's a knife that I got from Temu that's ridiculously sharp. So I want to get my knives to that level. And so far, I haven't been able to replicate that with this right here or these other tools. So I remind you, I have a P.O. box, right? And I hate to ask for stuff from the community, but if you're somebody that has an excess of things that would help me in sharpening my knives, let me know. Send it to me because I'm learning, and I'd love to learn. Also, the metal of the knife has an effect on it, so I feel like maybe that knife or that blade with that steel, whatever that steel is, it's a lot. Let me actually show you what I mean. Let me do this real quick. All right, so this is the knife that I'm talking about. That's from Temu, right? And it's a shitty little donut knife, but look at the lack of effort when it comes to look at that. This is how it came from. No other knife that I have is that sharp, and I've never touched this knife. I haven't sharpened it yet, but look at, like, there's a lack of, look at that. This, so what is this? Could somebody help me with this? I want to get all my knives this sharp. Look, no effort. No effort whatsoever. And I'm chopping this bitch up. So I want them this sharp. And I don't know if I have the tools to do that. I got this husky. I got this pull-through thing. And I got this. Because I've been watching this channel called Sharpen's Best. And the guy used something like this. So let me know. Let me know. Send me a DM. Don't leave a comment here because that's going to be gone. Right? But the weird thing is, again, like, this is a shitty knife that I got from Temu, and it's the sharpest knife I've ever used in my entire life. It's stupid. You see it. Look at that. You see how retardedly sharp it is. And this from Temu. This is obviously a shitty one from Walmart. but you would think that if I sharpen it, I'd be able to get a nice razor's edge on it. But leave me a message on Instagram or an email, because I'd like to know more, and I'd like to know what it is that I need to get in order to sharpen that as effectively as possible. So that's my homework for the PigCake community. I'm questioning you guys, because you guys have a varied array of skill, and I'm very curious. So that's just me being a knife British cigarette, or an attempted to be a knife British cigarette. I even had it in my notes here, so I would remind myself to ask you guys, because again, I've realized that the PigCake community is not just magicians; it's people from all walks of life. So why not? Let's go through these. Sorry, I know I skipped some comments. Nicholas says, my grandpa was a meat cutter for 40 plus years. Use an old-fashioned sharpening stone with two sides. It's a literal stone. I've seen that one. And then finish off with a steel from a kitchen knife set. I've seen that one as well. But I imagine those aren't too different than something coarse like this. Of course, I'm wrong. Or I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. It's the angle. That's the other one. The angle is also something that I've seen. People have it at 17 degrees. People have it at 20 degrees. Slatzer. Corn Pop says, the last time I did coke, I sold an 8-ball to a guy who just got out of the hospital because he crashed his car and got a fence post through his neck. Somehow it missed everything vital. See, so sometimes coke could be good. All sharpening is done by removing metal. You just need to remove right amount of metal. That is true, I guess, to some extent, if you are using something like a stone. Or I know a friend of mine has a whetstone that I've used before. Look into a strop if you're looking for razor sharp. I do have a little a leather strop that I have over there that I finished the knives off with, passing it through. But still, Daniel says, bro. Hungry says, most knives are shitty 440 steel. You need high quality like Spyderco or Benchmade. The steel will hold an edge for a long time. Then get a lanky sharpening system. It attaches to a desk. Now, what you've asked me to do is invest approximately, I would say, I don't know, fucking like $800 in equipment, because a Benchmade is at least $300 or $240 from the last time I checked, and a Spyderco is about $250, and then plus a good lanky sharpening system. I don't know if you're talking about that one that you could turn around that I've seen. Paper super hard on edges. It will blunt your knives really quickly, says Slatzer. That's interesting. X100 or nah, says Daniel. For you, you're looking into getting an X100 6. I don't know. You apparently got it like that. I don't. Every gritstone you need, Lansky sharpening system. You need a whetstone. Danny Furious had PigCake for flashing guns and knives. Yeah, Daniel would bitch that I'm showing off knives here, saying, dude, they're gonna come to you. Dude, they're the cops, bro. Fuck. DMT. Sharpening kit, coarse through fine. Which one did I see? I saw one today. I'm sorry to completely derail this stream, but I like to use you guys for things that I'm curious about. I saw one today by a company called...
5 or 6 stores, or just one.
Let's see what Anthony said.
Hey Piggy, got your cards. They are badass. Been with you since the plandemic. You are the only magic channel I stuck with. I don't even do tricks.
Hey, look at that. He even said plandemic because he's based. Because he's based as fuck. I'm glad you got your cards, Anthony. You could thank Daniel in the chat for being such a quick and efficient shipper when it comes to playing cards. This one, okay, so I saw one that's called the Work Sharp Field Sharpener. I saw that one, and that looked interesting, and it's also like $25. So I'm giving up on Piggy. IRS local audit law enforcement. That's great. Thank you. I got my cards in the mail, and they're amazing. Also says S Cobra Commander, thank you for purchasing the cards. I appreciate that. If you're somebody that just picked them up or picked them up through the Kickstarter. Buck knives are a personal favorite. Good knife for a good price. I use razor knives anymore. Just change the blade. That's the other one too, right? I've seen a couple of those that are pretty dope. I recommend a $100 for EDC. It has 440, but they're still super high quality and comes sharp enough to shave. I want to get to the point again. If I'm what does it say? Maintain a smooth. Not receiving enough video. You should be. It's all green. Shut up. Shut up, YouTube. My goal is a Benchmade. That's my goal. And again, you know that if I have a Benchmade, I sold coke. So that's your other sign. If you see me here just doing this with a Benchmade knife, know that I've sold cocaine to get it. So that's my my other sign. So that's speaking of Coke. And I mean Coca-Cola. It says YouTube not receiving enough. Let me see how this looks. And if you see me here... Okay, yeah, what the fuck? That looks good. What the fuck? YouTube's being retarded. This is one that I saw here, all gender bathrooms. So I guess this is what I wanted to get at. And I mean Coke in the sense of Coca-Cola, because people that usually believe in these sort of things are copious drinkers of Coke. So this one is... I believe somebody that comes, she's like a singer, and here's what she does on her tours. You can see that it says all gender restroom, which isn't enough. By the way, that isn't enough. You could tell by the way she looks that she's gonna have a really, really heavy opinion on bathrooms. Fuck. So this is what she does. It's I don't know.
And I listen.
So remove that and writes all species. So all species. So gender, all gender is no longer appropriate. And I will be providing litter boxes in the bathrooms for all animal identifying concert goers on my tour. And she puts a kitty box. Now let me say something here real quick. If I walk into your bathroom and I see a kitty litter box, and you've told me explicitly that that kitty litter box is for people that identify as animals, I'm gonna do stuff to that venue. I'm not gonna say what, because then I'm legally whatever the fuck, but things will happen in that venue. If I go to your bathroom and I see a litter box and there's a sign in the bathroom that says we're welcoming of all types of individuals, just know that if I ever go on tour, you're not welcome. You're not welcome.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
And I think a lot of people would agree with me. I think even people that are pretty aggressive on, left-leaning politics that are very open to those sort of ideals, I think that even you would build a wall. You know what I'm talking about. Build a wall, metaphorically, on kitty litter boxes in the bathroom. Let me know if you happen to be somebody that doesn't have a problem with all gender bathrooms, as I don't. I don't have any problem with that. Guy, girl, come into the bathroom, especially if it's one of those single ones. If it's like a single use one where you come in and you lock the door, yeah, by all means. By all means, come in there, right? Now, there is some issue with, certain creeps going in and looking for kids, right? But when it comes to this sort of stuff, this is a single-use bathroom, right? Whatever. But eat your heart out, if that's the right way to say it. Eat your heart out. But there's a limit when you put a kitty litter box in there. I hope this is parody, and I hope that I'm retarded. I really do, because I don't know what's parody anymore. I really don't. I don't know what's parody. I don't know what's real, what's fake. Piggy will upper deck you. I guess. Hold up. Let me go up here and see if I've skipped some comments. The razor. Now that you got me, Corn Pop, you might get me on that razor tip. I saw the Milwaukee Fastback. That looks pretty dope. I just don't like the way it looks. I like the way this looks. Right? The little donut. I like the knife, the classic shape. I like the length. And those razor blades, yeah, you could swap them out, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be a fan of that. They're more utility knives. And I don't know if I'd enjoy that. Low Volt says, Daniel, I miss you and ham radio, buddy. I don't miss Daniel. Let's see. I would shit on top of the box out of spite. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get Piggy, fucking kill me. You're gonna get people shitting in that out of fun. You're gonna get like frat boys going, hey dude, I took a shit in the litter box. Yeah, there's a litter box in the bathroom. Apparently it's for psychos that think they're animals. That think they're animal identifying. Fuck you. God, if you cater to furries. Jack's Regret says, thank you, Daniel. They got here quick. Says, I assume talking about playing cards or the missing piece deck. Me and Daniel were packing those puppies up. I sprayed a lot of cologne on one of them. My favorite one, I forgot for who it was, that told me to remove all the black cards. Daniel didn't write me. Daniel didn't let me write slurs on them though. Daniel's like, no man, don't write slurs. Come on, bro, don't write slurs on them. I only wrote like just I guess foul language on them. I think I did put one like a really small. I might have dropped one slur like kind of small. But I enjoy doing that one. I enjoy doing that one for sure. Manel, I'm sorry that I didn't put a flag around yours. We couldn't find a flag quickly enough. We're trying to get through the orders. I know that Manel requested for me to wrap his in an American flag. What else here? DMT sharpening kit, course through fine. Please send me an email. Please send me an email about any knife related endeavors because I'm really curious. This is my benchmark, not Benchmade. Haha, you get it? This right here is my benchmark, right? If I could get a knife to this sharp, I'm very happy. I really do, because this is all I want. I want to be able to just have that. And so far, I've tried everything with everything that I've had, and nothing has worked to get the knife this sharp. And I remind you that this knife cost me $4 on Temu.com, and it weighs. It's heavy. I'm shocked as to the quality. Her hair color indicates all the sincerity in her nonsense. I agree. See, Manel, that's what I said. I already addressed that. You see that? Before you did it, I went in there. Speaking of bathrooms, by the way, this one is IBS. So I guess this one is to do with IBS. I hope that I could find this quickly, because I know that I should be a little bit more descriptive with what I write here, because now I'm going to have to find this. And I don't know which one in particular dealt with IBS. I know it wasn't that. Little Caesars violated his faith. Where was the IBS? Was it this one? No. I know this isn't great television. I apologize. But I know that I wrote it here for good reason. And I want to make sure that I keep to my topics here and I don't ignore them. IBS. Oh, this right here. Okay. So one thing that I love, by the way, is resetting the video drivers. The second thing I love is you'll find these accounts on Facebook from time to time where it's complaints. It's accounts dedicated to complaints. And in this case, this one is a Twitter account that says, I was poisoned. And this one, report food poisoning at iwaspoisoned.com. Sign up for a free consumer safety alerts, the number one consumer safety platform in the world. And what you have are people that I guess are reporting any instance of food poisoning, which is a good service. That's a good quality service. Lord knows how many times we've gotten food poisoning from just nefarious places. But what you have here are essentially a bunch of Karens. Fuck, I hate this. I hate the way Twitter has their stupid shit now that you can't read it. Can I click on this? Can I please click on this? I know this isn't great television. Okay, fuck. So let's read what this person has to say. You're attracting a lot of Karens, is what I'm getting at here. So it says Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Dollar General, Missouri, 21 Cadet, Missouri, USA. My fiance and I got the 12 pack of Baja Blast. And literally every time he drank it, and I'm talking at least in the past 6 days, he's been consistently throwing up soda. He and I both suffer from IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So we both thought that was the case. I said thought, through that was the case. But then I drank it and immediately started feeling nauseous and got really sick. I've noticed this before when I would get it from Taco Bell. I got it twice, and both times I threw up, so I knew it was a Baja Blast. And my daughter gets sick every time they drink it, so we definitely no longer will be buying this product. And apparently just the Mountain Dew is the same thing to them as well. So we have a problem here, right? And the problem is that it's you. It's you. But you're here reporting it as if it's the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. If it's you. And the hysterical part about this when I first read it was, why do you keep drinking it? So you've had this problem. Now, we all remember what George Bush said, George W. Bush, where he said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're not gonna fool me again. Right? That's what he said. So I get the first time. You try, you throw up, you go, fuck. Maybe that was a one-off. So I give you one more attempt at it. Right? I give you one more attempt at it till you figure out that it's directly, in this case, the Baja Blast. That's an issue. but a third time and a fourth time and a fifth time? And for the past 6 days, he's been constantly throwing up the soda? Stop drinking the soda. Stop drinking the soda. As a matter of fact, this ties in perfectly. I just went back to the same fucking page I was in. This ties in perfectly to this instance, which is a Karen, another Karen that complains for no reason. In this case, complaining about a fast food establishment not giving her the right food. Calling the cops for that reason. So it's those type of people that you're going to attract with pages like that. And in this case, they're incapable of thinking, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me and not the fault of the actual fucking thing. But maybe it's my fault for having some sort of genetic predisposition of throwing a Baja Blast, which, by the way, I'd kill myself. I love Baja Blast. Rob Charles says, watch the live back, and for a second thought, I thought there was a girl Blackpool fucking all the magicians. I didn't hear the word with. That would have been interesting because she would have had to be very desperate. Hungry and Hungover says, drinking a full can of chemicals and sugar when you have IBS is is peak wide back behavior. Wide back. Boy, is that fucking phenomenal. Wide back is definitely worthy of a pin of glory. Let me pin you here. Pin message. So that's just fantastic. We're going to bask in the glory of your pin there, my friend. That's a fucking amazing one. Iker says, I just donated 0.00431 Bitcoin. Check your wallet. Let's see. The worst part is that I get a notification because it's tied to my email, which completely defeats the point of Bitcoin and encrypted money like that. And I don't know. I haven't gotten an email. Maybe I put it under spam. But if you did, well, I appreciate Iker. And also, welcome to the crypto world. Although my crypto is pretty good, I gotta say. My crypto for the past couple of days, I don't have a lot invested, but it is pretty good. It went from like 200, where it once was, all the way to what I have it at now, which is nice. I'm banking on the XRP, baby. I'm banking on that XRP taking off. Let's see. No ad break today. I'm so proud. Well, the ad break is in reference to my missing piece stack and maybe the books that are no longer new but are available. New from PigCake coming 2025. The slur deck. I'd have to print them with Chinese people because or Chinese manufacturer because the Chinese manufacturers don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck as to what you put on the deck. Corn Pop says, I ate olives once at 12 years old and got sick. I haven't eaten them since. That was 1990. So you got to test yourself then, man. You got to test yourself and see if that's actually the olives. Because I avoided ketchup for the same reason. Ketchup made me throw up once, and my ex-girlfriend hated it. So it wasn't allowed in the household. But then I tried it, and it became one of my staples. I love ketchup, especially when you make your own animal sauce with ketchup, mayo, Worcestershire sauce. Now it says, I'm calling upon the nations of the world to stop these terrorists. Now watch this drive. That's great. That's also another tremendous George Bush bit. 265 in Bitcoin, but Iker says it was a joke. Haha. So he says it was a joke. So you got me. Don't get your monetary hopes up. I mean, 265 is not bad. That's essentially a Benchmade knife. So that would be a Benchmade knife that you would have donated to me. I had a girlfriend that used that as an excuse for the blowy. Stinking Karens. Well, this is another Karen that I want to show you, and it gives me two things. So I'm killing 4 birds with 3 stones, which is, I love this account. What they do is that they get real police interactions with civilians, and they animate them in a very crude fashion. And this person happens to be, I assume, a 911 operator, and it is art. This is art. Okay. Thank you, TikTok. So let's go through this.
Sheriff Department, how can I help you? I'm at a drive-thru right now. I asked for 4 different times to make me a Western barbecue burger. They keep giving me a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, onions. And I said, I'm not leaving. I want a Western burger because I just got my kids from Taekwondo. They're hungry. I said, I am not leaving this spot.
You know that this person is the best sex of your entire life. You know that just listening to her talking about her kids. I just picked them up from Taekwondo. You know that she's a nightmare as a spouse or in a relationship. I'm sure she's probably single, but you know that in bed she's just just throwing it back on you. And you're definitely gonna cum way too early just from the way she talks. But retard.
I said I will call the police because I want my Western burger done right. Now, is that so hard?
Okay, what exactly is it you want us to do for you?
I send the officer down here. I want them to make me right.
Ma'am, we're not going to go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger. This is not a criminal issue. We can't go out there and make them make you a cheeseburger the way you want it.
Well, that you're supposed to be here to protect me.
Well, what are we protecting you from? A wrong cheeseburger? Is this like...
I also want to have sex with the caller, or sorry, the person that's actually doing the call here. I want to have sex with her because she's very sassy and quick. What do you want us to protect you from a wrong cheeseburger? That's a fucking tremendous bar.
Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Look at that. What is it? A harmful cheeseburger? Phenomenal banter.
From a wrong cheeseburger? Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Just come down here. I'm not leaving.
No, ma'am, I'm not sending the deputies down there over a cheeseburger. That's just you get your money back from the manager and you go on your way home.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye. Sheriff's Department, how can I help you?
And you know she probably fucking went on her little mommy blogger Facebook group and she complained that the police department never does anything. They never do anything. Look at that. She called and they didn't even bother sending anybody down for this atrocity of not getting her Western cheeseburger for her fucking kids from Taekwondo. My goodness. I'm kind of hard though thinking as to how good she'd have sex. I'm addicted to looking at PigCake.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's what I say to that. Do people talk during sex? I don't know what sex is, honestly. I just keep hearing about it. Calling the pigs over Western bacon cheeseburger is peak wide back behavior. Wide back behavior. Although you calling them pigs makes me think that you're in some sort of weird chapter of Antifa. So I don't know if that makes me like you, hungry and hungover. But I just found that hysterical. There's another police one here that was also pretty good. Let's see if I remember this one. This one was oh fuck. Now I've been hammered, right? Hungry and hungover. I'm sure you could attest to this. I've been drunk. I've been. I think the drunkest I've ever been was a pool party where I was just hugging the receptacle and throwing up in it or spitting in it just because that mouth was watering from when your body's telling you you're gonna throw up. I don't think I threw up then. The other time was Blackpool, that I'm just standing outside the Winter Gardens just like this, like just fucking retarded. I've been hammered many times in my life. You come home and you're on your bed and it's like a roller coaster. I've never been this drunk, and I don't think anybody should get this drunk. And it's a twist. This is an M. Night Shyamalan twist. If you're familiar with the movies that he makes, this is just peak comedy. Or peak twist, rather.
911.
Somebody's really drunk driving down Granton Road.
Which way are they going?
They are going,
towards Granton or towards Nielsville?
towards Granton.
Okay, are you behind them, or?
No, I am them.
You am them?
Yes, I am them.
Okay, so you want to call and report that you're driving drunk?
Yes.
Are you still driving right now?
Yes.
Do you want to stop driving before you get in an accident?
Yes, I will stop. Can I take my seatbelt off?
If you're stopped.
Can I turn my car off and turn the flashers on?
Yep, that's fine. If you want to turn it off and turn the flashers on, so then we can find you. 911.
There's one thing to be a narc, but there's another thing to be a narc on yourself for drunk driving. My goodness. Now, I don't condone drunk driving. The other day, I had a couple to drink, and I was riding my bike, and I am just... I am flying, baby. For some reason, it reduces my my danger, my capacity to recognize danger. So I'm just fucking, especially with these glasses, these Facebook glasses, that they let me listen to like songs and shit. So I'm there listening to Separate Ways by Journey. If that doesn't get you pumped for a night ride, nothing will. So you take a shot of bourbon. I had a pickleback from my local bar. And then I went phew, safely, by the way, safely. I'm not going at an absurd speed. When I go phew, I'm thinking like 50, right? I'm hitting 50 down the local street. So it's not really a big speed demon, but more so than where I would usually go. I'm a very safe rider on my motorcycle. Let's go through here, see these comments. How offensive do I have to be to have a pin of shame? I don't know. I don't know. The pin of glory is going to be hard to take over. Hungry says, this is amazing content. I love the Microsoft Paint cartoons that help me imagine a story. What is that channel or Twitter? That is an account on TikTok called Sock Puppet Master. Sock Puppet Master. I don't know if they have other accounts, but this is the one. I think it's unbelievable. They have so many of these. They just draw these, and I think it's great.
What's going on, man? I was trying my thumb. What else were you doing? Nothing. You still got the evidence. Your pants are still unzipped. What else were you doing? I was fucking thinking about going to the bathroom.
You're phenomenal. So they just go through these and they draw them. And it's just a great account overall. You would think that TikTok is a giant waste of time, but you find gold. You find gold in here parts. I do have a voicemail, so let's listen to that voicemail and see what it has to say from Anonymous. It's a minute.
Hey guys, United States President Joe Biden here. Where am I? Nah, you already know who this is by the accent. This is your boy Manel reporting live from the PigCast. What's up, guys? What's up, P? Yeah, I'm making this recording because I want to give my honest opinion about the new deck in my collection, the Missing Piece playing cards. So, yeah, it doesn't suck, which is good. I like the colors. I like the customization. It's a really fun deck. I'm having so much fun playing with it. Congrats, B. You really should be proud. And how should I end this? I'm gonna name drop. Yeah, I'm gonna name drop you. Saddam Hussein. What's up?
I mean, that's close enough to my actual name. So, I mean, thank you for that, Manel. I think I did the math on the profits from this deck, by the way. I've done the math from the profits that I've made from this deck of playing cards, and it is negative $300. So I've owed $300 from this deck. You'd think, oh, wow, you made so much in the deck. Whoa. I thought I heard my motorcycle starting, and I was about to go outside with my water gun. So that's that. Speaking of magic, though, I talked about this yesterday. So this girl, Zoe, Bread Zoe. Let me see what the account is here on TikTok. Zoe Bread. She went to Blackpool, and she's I would say a fairly popular content creator on TikTok. Let me see if I can find her. Zoe Bread. Look at her account here. 1.2 million followers. So she went to TikTok. She went to Blackpool, the magic convention, to fuck with magicians. And I guess she makes t-shirts. But I'm immediately attracted because she was making fun of magicians. And this one in particular is in reference to magicians that posted her video. So someone posted her video on Facebook and all the comments. Now, again, this is me asking you guys for help. Much like the knife situation with how to sharpen a knife. I asked her here, Lo, what group was that? Was it on Facebook? She goes, yes, I can't remember the name, but it's private anyway. Somebody sent me the screenshots. Now, I checked on Magicians Only, and I checked on SME, those groups on Facebook, and I couldn't find shit. I couldn't find anything about it. So if you see this on whatever group that you're in on Facebook, where you see this video, where she's coming in talking about going to Blackpool.
Tickets for the Blackpool Magic Convention cost at least £70 because the magicians take it so seriously, coming from all over the world to attend. It would be a crying shame for someone like me to go along and ruin it. Is my bag going to get searched?
I mentioned it before. I love her accent. My goodness. I think she's definitely under 30, but above 18. So I feel safe saying that I would have good sex with her. But especially because she's making fun of magicians, and that turns me on. But I don't know what group. I don't know what group it is. So if you could find that group, I want to make a video on it. And I can't find those comments because I'm not part of whatever group that's in. So if you know what group that's in and you saw that post, let me know. Send me an email so that I could potentially make a video on it, because I really want to make a video on it. The other video that I have to make is on this kit that I got from Five Below, which is a Mystical Magician Magic Kit. I can't reach it because it's too far away. But I need to make a video on that and that one. But unfortunately, I can't find it. I can't find that particular video. It might have been that she titled it or somebody put it in a group that the title was different, or check this asshole out and maybe didn't call her by Zoe. But I looked up Zoe and it should have come up even in the comments of the video when you search on Facebook. But I couldn't find it. If you find it, let me know. Send me an email. PigCake with 2 E's at gmail.com. Also, if you have any knowledge about sharpening knives and or want to give me a good deal. That was retarded. How do I PigCake at gmail.com? I guess that's what I have to do to put Gmail. All right. So PigCake with 2 E's at gmail.com. I couldn't put the fucking thing because it transfers it. So am I still there? No, I'm here now. Okay. So PigCake with 2 E's at gmail.com. If you have any sort of question or if you know about knives and could let me know what I need to do about knives. And also if you know what group that happens to be in. This one, I guess, is another one. This AI picture got me pretty badly. I hate it when I fall for things on the internet. And this seems to be happening more often than now, especially with this AI shit. And I saw this picture and I thought, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Look at this shit, right? So McDonald's back in the day, this is fucking dope as shit. You could smoke. I remember when I was younger, we would go to Denny's, me and my family. And, they would ask you, smoking or not smoking? And you would be put in a smoking or non-smoking section. Of course, she always picked non-smoking. But I love the idea that you could be back in the day at Denny's and just fucking have a little cigarette while you're having your coffee. It felt like freedom, honestly. It felt like you could do whatever you wanted. And I thought McDonald's could have been a perfect example of that back in the 80s and 70s. Nope. This is AI. This is fake. Over here, if you look up above, it says Magdolari, which is what happens when you AI shit. The fingers are fucked. This Coca-Cola cup just looks wrong. The meat actually is cutting through his finger. So this is fake. This isn't real. I thought it was real. I was a fan of this because I'm like, man, fuck. What a great time period it must have been to be able to go to McDonald's and have a cigarette. Have a nice little cigarette. Now, I'm not a fan of cigarettes, but I'm a fan of your freedom to smoke the cigarette. And unfortunately, that's being taken away from us. So that is an AI picture. That is an AI picture. So I feel like a boomer. This is one of the only times I've gotten caught by, what do you call this, being lied to on the internet. I know that on this live streams I have been before where it ends up being like a parody video, right? Like, and I think that it's real. Damn it, I misspelt it and ruined my joke. Let's see what Corn Pop said. Everybody named Zoe is awful. I agree. Zoe's a pretty fucking nose-piercing name. Okay, back. You may continue. I see you haven't stopped. That's fine, says Satchel. I don't stop. The piggy train doesn't stop. Does Unbiased have a Facebook group? I'm sure he does. We can always send her a cell phone to track where she lives if you like. Thank you for that, Satchel. Bringing me back some good memories. Until Butcher the Pig joined Antifa. Damn it, I misspelled it. I already read that. Zoom in on the guy in the back. That's me in Las Vegas when the LSD kicks. I can't zoom in, unfortunately, on Twitter. But I'll take it. I'll believe you. And I just lost the comment section. Hey, that's my dad, says Corn Pop. You could smoke in McDonald's in the 80s. I remember the little foil ashtrays. Well, again, the freedom that we used to have. Using Facebook groups didn't make us think you as a boomer before the AI shit. That is true. But I only have those AI groups. Fuck. I only joined those Facebook groups as to have content, because the Magicians Only group is full of a bunch of magicians that are full of shit, and they have their very self-righteous opinions, and their takes are pretty much universally AIDS. So I like to use that for content whenever I get a chance. So that's why I joined them. It's not like I joined them for real, for like so I could communicate with magicians. Fuck off. Fun fact, my dream job as a child was to work at McDonald's. Well, you watch movies like, what's that one with Jennifer Connelly, where the guy works at Target, and they used to make working at Target look cool. So I imagine those commercials and all those things, probably as a kid, you would think that it was cool to work at a fast food restaurant. And don't get me wrong, if you go up the ladder and you eventually, become a franchisee of a McDonald's, that's kind of baller. You're on a baller status at that point. And then if you get to the point where you're franchising several McDonald's, the fuck? There's nothing wrong with that. Even working at McDonald's, people really have this misconception on employment. Right? And, hey, you work at McDonald's, talking down to people. You're making money. It's called making money, dude. So why the fuck would you talk down somebody working? Stupid. I guess this is why I titled this video that Taylor Swift saved my life. Obviously, I'm not referring to myself. Taylor Swift did not save my life. She has what I like to call a negative ass. She has, it goes inside her body. Now, don't get me wrong. If she grabs my thigh, I'm not going to say no. I wouldn't not fuck her, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot of meat on that bone. So this is in reference to a person who made a little caption saying that Taylor Swift saved her life. And I guess this video has been going around everywhere. I've seen this nonstop. I found the videos of it cut, but this should be most of the video. I hope I could find it here. Is this it? Yes, it is. Okay, so let me go and show you what I'm talking about. Now, there's so many things to unpack here. So many fucking things. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll talk about it. Sydney Knight, my reaction to Taylor Swift singing Exile, also known as the song that saved my life, right? And it's, I guess, a copy of this person, Maddie Braggs or whatever the fuck. Now, what I want you to notice before anything, which it took me a while to notice, is that, so this is outside of the venue. You're not in the concert. You are outside hoping that somehow you could get the echoes of the fucking concert, which is just pathetic. If you're going to go to the concert. Don't go and oh my God, I'm going to hear her sing. And you had that stupid shit from months ago where they were playing her tour, the Eras tour on movie theaters. And there were people holding hands, and their justification was, oh no, Taylor said treat it like a concert. Oh, so they're there in the movie theater singing. Oh yeah, we're in it, and then they take a bow at the end, like they were on stage. Ugh, pathetic. God, consumers, that's all they are. So this is exactly that. And don't give me the bullshit of also known as the song that saved my life. No song saved your life, all right, buddy? Fuck. So you see her looking around. They put the phone down. Look at this shit. God, here it comes. So they're holding her. God, her friend is really hot, though. This one, my goodness. And look at that. They're like, okay, so... so she has a fucking attack. These two... Wow, she actually is really hot. They're giving each other the eyes like, what the fuck is wrong with her? What is wrong with this fucking individual here? So she's here looking around. She's recorded herself, so she knows what's coming. So she's obviously acting up for the fucking camera. And then here it comes. Here comes the fucking... Ah! Look at that. Look at that. Look at the look they're giving each other. Now, does this happen every time you go to Target and you hear the song? If you hear Exile on a Target, you're going to have a mental breakdown. If you're there at TJ Maxx, just looking at some fucking discount Lulus, are you going to have a panic attack if they play Exile over the fucking loudspeaker? Now, somebody pointed this out, by the way, that obviously her foot is in the shot here. And because she's so vain, look what she does. She knows the camera is aimed at it. So she slowly moves her foot away from the fucking shot. Let's see if she brings it back. So somebody mentioned that. And then this person comes in and consoles her. Shut up. Outside. You're outside. This one says it's crazy because why is her reaction to Taylor singing Exile the same as mine when my mom passed away? Disney adults and Taylor Swift fans have the same energy. This is the most embarrassing thing. Normalize regulating your emotions, please. This is not a normal reaction to a song. I cannot imagine reacting like this to anything. The fact that she recorded it, edited it, saw it, posted it, and then thought this was a reasonable way to act to a song is scary. I would cry if I heard Exile live too, but this is another level. Shut up. You're part of the problem. Swifties are on another level. Her friend begging the other not to laugh. I'm sobbing. Yeah, that is true here. We have the hot one telling the other one here. Like, dude, look at this dumb cunt. The way they knew she was going to be dramatic. Look at that. She's like, what the fuck? The other friend laughing. That's so embarrassing, man. The Lord knows not to put me in these type of situations. Who set up the phone to record this? So the comments are pretty based, right? The comments are pretty based for the most part on this. I'm not a good friend because I would not stop, not continue sitting there. When Wingstop forgets my wrench, fuck. The fact that they're sitting outside the stadium. You're not even in there. You're fucking outside. God. How fucking sad is that? Why would you do that? Oh no, so we could be there. We could enjoy it. Oh my God, Taylor would love this. She would love this. She'd love us outside. Look at that. She's making a fucking ordeal. This goes on for another minute. Crying about a song. No song saved you. I remember when Maddie Healy from the 1975, which I have a tattoo of because I'm a British cigarette. By the way, I have a tattoo of the lyric because I like the way it sounds. But then I also have a tattoo here that says, I also regret this tattoo, aimed at this one. So I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm gay for getting this tattoo, mind you. But he had a whole ordeal because he ended up going on a podcast called the Adam Friedland podcast. And they made jokes about Asians. And they made jokes about gays. And they made jokes about everyone. And you had comments on Twitters. You had comments on X and tweets about these girls that are like, the 1975 saved my life, and I am ashamed to be associated with a misogynist like this. It's like, what do you... If you put your... First of all, you're putting your faith in a fucking theater kid. Really? This is who you're putting on you to have saved your life? A theater kid? A rich theater kid like Taylor Swift, whose rich parents put her in front of everybody that she needed to be in front of in order to essentially make her career? Shut up. And then she's spewing bullshit about socialism. Well, the point is, right? You're putting your faith and your entire existence on actors and musicians, and you wonder if someone like Maddie Healy, when he's shooting shit with his friends, that he's going to make jokes that might be inappropriate, and you're going to be offended about it? Shut up. My God, this consumerist sort of just life. It's a fucking waste. It's a waste, especially this one. This one got super popular over the past couple of days, and everybody has their own take on it. But, ew. God, what an atrocity. Did they make jokes about Gaysians? Are you talking about the Maddie one? This is Magician when the intro for LNL intro plays. Yeah, you're right. This happens to me when I hear Cards for Kids jingle. Fuck. This is so sad that it's funny. What the fuck? Consumers. This is like those tantrum videos. They had to set up the camera in preparation for that attention-seeking behavior, a nightmare for her friends. That's exactly it. Her friends knew. Her friends fucking knew that she was going to be a nightmare. But imagine what you have to do. You have to be there. You have to record yourself. You have to get the right angle. Right? So you know the angle's there. You're aware of the camera recording you. So you're going to act up for the camera. Then you have to stop the recording. You have to go on CapCut or TikTok, his same editor. You have to go. Let's go through the process right now. I have to go to CapCut, right? I'm waiting for it to load. I go to new project. I'm going to upload a video. I go to add. So these are all things that you have to do. if you're going to edit this video. You're going to have to look at the video. You're going to have to write the caption. In this case, in her, she wrote a little caption there saying this song saved my life. You have to look at the video. You have to delete the CapCut watermark at the end. So that's something you have to do. And then you have to have the video there and then save it. So you have to upload it and save it. So what is wrong with you? Career opportunities. Jennifer Connelly was a smoke show. Yeah, that by far has to be a 10 out of 10. I joined those Facebook groups to be pretentious about thumb tips and cups and balls. Well, if you find the one that I'm talking about here, please let me know. But yeah, my goodness, what is that life? How do you live that way where you are losing your mind and you claim that a singer? Now, don't get me wrong. Songs get you through hard times, and you might have a song that really, you enjoy listening to or whatnot. But Taylor Swift saved my life. Taylor Swift doesn't know you exist. Taylor Swift doesn't care that you exist. She doesn't even have a crumb of care for somebody like you. So why? Why would you put yourself like that? My fucking goodness. What a fucking lame existence you possess, caring about something like that. Crying like she was just widowed. Me when I see how bad my cellulite is in the H&M changing room. These are all phenomenal comments. Swifties being an embarrassment as usual. Swifties might be the worst types of people. Swifties just might be the AIDS of society. And I'm saying that over Disney adults. I'm saying that over Marvel people. Swifties are just another branch of people because they trick themselves into believing that, oh my God, I know Taylor, she'd love this. No, and they follow little updates. There was one I remember that I mentioned in the PigCast before that they knew when she changed their profile picture, and one of these accounts reported on the fact that Taylor Swift changed her profile picture and then changed it back. What are you doing with your life that you care that Taylor Swift changed her profile picture? I'd love to get someone here to have an argument with them. And you know they're going to be 14. You know they're going to be either 14 and fucking on every sort of SSRI, or they're going to be 38 and lonely, essentially. They're going to be 38 and loveless. Just absolutely wet dogs. There's between that are the Swifties. God, what a waste of a life. Let me see here. On the bright side, that song would make a banger alarm clock for her. That is true. That is true. You hear that and she's going to go, oh, man, I wake up. I want to wake up. And now you're awake and alert because your body's essentially putting you in fight or flight mode because you heard Exile by Taylor Swift. Fuck you. My goodness. Fuck you, Taylor Swift. Jesus. I'll give you, what's that one? Take me somewhere we could be alone. That one's not bad. All right. There's a cover for that song in particular that combines that one with Check Yes Juliet by We the Kings. There's a nice cover, a combination of that. That's a good one, right? Where they take the lyrics of one, they combine it with the other. That's good. All right, that's a good one. But shut up with the fucking... You're infantilized. You're essentially a child, and these fucking 25-year-olds are acting like children for another adult. So I don't think we have any more voicemails. I think we're good here for the PigCast. I think we're solid. My friends, I've gone through all my topics. Let me see if there's anything here that I might want to go over that's relatively quick. Not really. This one's kind of cool. It's Sean Connery back when men were men. Look at this fucking guy. Jesus, wearing that. By the way, I'd sell Coke if I had this exact same Rolex. So there's a lot of signs. Number one, I'd have a Benchmade Osborne 940 knife. That's when you know that I've sold cocaine. The other one is I have this exact reference of Submariner on my wrist because it's just so cool. The fucking the strap that he had, which I ripped off and I put on my Casio Duro because I'm fucking retarded. But look at men. Look how men used to be. My goodness. Now men are essentially they're reinforcing dumb bitches like those Taylor Swifties. Ugh. gosh. I guess that's the stream. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you guys for indulging me in my therapy. Once Lockheed or Raytheon gets dirt on Taylor, they could weaponize the Swifties as militia and defend their assets and interests. Taylor sends one tweet, and January 6th will look like a walk in the park. It was kind of a walk in the park. But that's the stream. Thank you guys for being a part of this, as I mentioned. Some advice at the end of the video, right? That is during Dr. No, by the way. That is Dr. No. Some advice would be don't put your life into somebody that doesn't care about you, right? You could take inspiration from music. You could take inspiration from art, but don't put your life on somebody who couldn't care less about you and then doesn't even know you exist. Be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
And as always, I guess I kind of have to, since this is what I do now, is that I steal a very popular phrase from old comedians, such as
Big fucking tits.
Big fucking